Money Moves with Myth 2.0, the podcast. And always remember, gentlemen, it's a motherfucking movie. So, as you guys know, I've been on the internet trolling content creators' videos. And what I notice is I'm noticing, that it's a whole genre of Americans who are complaining about working a 9 to 5 job. Of they're both male, female, of all races, especially Caucasian and black man. And my message to all you guys who don't want to work a 9 to 5 job is you either work that 9 to 5 job or die broke. So it don't have to be a 9 to 5. It could be a 6 to 6, 12-hour shift. It could be a 6-hour shift. But for men who are broke, there's no reason for you to not be wanting to work some type of job. It it makes you look like it makes a lot of you guys look like you don't have no purpose at all. Meaning that there's guys online, especially my brothers, I'm saying, a lot of black men, who are homeless, who are broke, not making $500, even $500 a week. And they're even complaining about working a 9 to 5. And a lot of them have issues with working a 9 to 5. And my thoughts on everybody who do not want to work a 9 to 5, and you do not have any money, you don't have no money, no credit, no real business to make money off, these are the guys who will be passed up. They will be passed up by the rest of the world. Like, it's difficult for a modern man to become successful if he's coming from poverty already. And most Americans are not from rich households. A lot of them not even from middle class households. There's more poor people than rich people. And how are you going to get by without putting in the work? The working a 9 to 5 is one of the easiest ways to make money. It doesn't take, depending on the job title, it doesn't take any particular skills. I mean, it takes skills and personal development of you knowing how to work with people, work as a team, knowing how to be an adult at work. And this is for a lot of my sisters, black women, and other guys. You guys be arguing and fighting at KFC, coming behind the counter, fighting customers or fighting each other, and not having any type of self-control. I'm telling you, the prices of everything is going up. And guys, most of the hood is filled with people who didn't want to work a 9 to 5. The real ninjas, most of the hood are them real ninjas who didn't want to work a 9 to 5. And those queens, them black women who call themselves, a lot of them call themselves queens. You know, most of them are in the position that they're in because, you know, how can you skip levels? How can you just skip levels if you wasn't born into money? You know, you can do it the illegal way. A lot of you guys can do it the illegal way, going commit a crime, go to the gas station, come up with a smart idea to jack them, you know, thinking you the big weed man with your nickel bags, you know, getting over on your customers and stuff like that, selling them below the grams, you know. I'm talking about y'all hood dudes, bro. You know, like a lot of you dudes, like there's a place for people who do not want to work a 9 to 5 job. And if you guys can guess what that place is, it's a couple places. It's out of, you know, homeless, in prison, you know, which I'd rather be broke than in prison. You know, I want, you know, for a lot of you dudes who be risking y'all life for a couple $1,000s just to get 5 or 10 years, you know, I'd rather be broke. That's the only means of being broke, is to avoid doing something foolish. Like a lot of you guys be doing that, bro. A lot of you guys be sitting out here, you know, coming up with these not even $50 ideas. You would say $1 million ideal. You would say these guys trying to come up with $1 million ideas, but most of these guys are not even coming up with $50 ideas, meaning that their ideas do not even produce $50. It doesn't produce $100. It doesn't produce $500. You know, and for all my guys who want to get in the comments talking about, oh, you know, you an Uncle Tom, the way you thinking ain't right, be the main one who is in a bad situation and can get themselves out of that bad situation by simply working a 9 to 5 job, you know. But you got guys out here who would get jealous, who didn't want to work a job, and get jealous because a man pulls up in a Lexus, and get mad because a man pulls up in something clean and mean and looking good, you know. And next thing you know, you want to jack the dude because you so soft. You want to take a penitentiary chance to go to prison, you know. That's absolutely insane, guys. But that's all I got for this video. Make sure you guys subscribe. I'm gonna holler at you guys next time. Over and out.